Hello YouTube, hello Internet, this is Zeigler Jaguar, and we are back for take 2 on streaming myself doing the hurdle. Now, if I sound much clearer right now, that is because I have discovered, with some help from commenters and a friend or two, that the entire 2 months I have been attempting to stream, I have not had OBS picking up my headset mic, but instead my little Steam Deck sitting on the desk internal mic has been picking up every word, which is, I guess, why I have always sounded so cavernous and terrible. So, this is a new experiment with, for the first time, the computer actually using the microphone on my headset, and I should sound much clearer. Alright, let's get going. And that's a complete fail. Um, all right, let's try. Uh, let's try something with some vowels. Hmm. So. Hmm. Here we go. There's a good word. All right, we got our first letter. Hmm. Slew. Let me think. Something that ends in ed, sxxed. Uh, okay. Boy, we're not getting much. Maybe something that starts at a Oh my goodness. Well, we're doing a great job of clearing out letters it's not, but we do not have much here. Mm-mm. Nope. There's not too many words. I feel like SE is not something that a lot of things begin with. So I feel like S something. Scoo. Hmm. So I don't know for sure that there aren't two E's. Hmm. I can't believe that I haven't managed to figure out where the E is. I gotta think about this. SK. Does there have to be a U in here? I'm just trying to find anything that works. There could be more S's, I suppose. Hmm. All right. This one has definitely got me thinking. Scusfa. All right, let's go back to SEU. Suet. Su. I wish I didn't only have one guess left after this. I feel like I can't do anything to narrow it down anymore. Hmm. Man, I tell you, usually I'm really good at these, but this is kicking my butt. It's just these letters don't really go together in many ways. Susk. Hmm. The fact that that E has to be the second or last letter. All right, I could approach this a different way. I could see what sort of word I can make with everything that's here and at least get down to the last few letters. Like F, G, B. You can see if there's a U in it. So like F, E. Or K, E, or G, E. Hmm. Just need a word that works that I can use to guess. Juice would, it doesn't get me enough. I mean, it would let me know if there's a U. Let me know if there's an E at the end. Let me know if there's a J. It would definitely let me know some things, but I don't think it's enough. Jukes would be useful. It would let me know if there's also an extra S. No, it wouldn't though, because it would just tell me that there's an S, but juvie. That would be useful. Okay, we're down to it. So X, 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 and there's a U. SQU, squee. I mean, what else could it start with? Skooks. Skews. Um, SEU? Suede? No. That would have been a useful word to check in on a while back. Um, Stumped. I I just don't see how it could be any of these letters. S F G S Q makes sense. This makes sense as a start, but nothing then ends in E. SQU. No. My word. What is this word? Segway. Oh my god. That fits everything, right? Segway. Yes. Oh, that was a battle. I feel dumb. Okay. All right. We made it onwards. So, let's start eliminating letters again. That's a good one. Get some consonants out of there. All right. We got an E. So X E X R something. And there's an O. Probably at the end here, right? Like maybe retro. Bam! Ha! Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Okay. All right, there's no R in this one. So all we have is a T. Hmm. No E, no O. Think. Sure, let's see where we get with that. All right, we pick up the N. X6 and T probably. Slant. Let's try that. Aha. All right, we're not going to have happen here what happened yesterday. What could it be? Scant, slant. Scant. I think that's the only thing it could be. Yes. Okay, good. All right. Uh, where do we want to go with this one? That's a good word. All right, we got that it ends in an E. We have two of the other letters. BA, XXE. There's no, I was going to say badge, but there's no D. Barge. That fits every criteria, right? All right. Okay, we've got the position of the A. XA. XA. XBE. Huh, maybe? That works, right? Okay, we're getting a little bit of issues here. We're getting down to it. All right, well, we've locked in the B. So XABXE. Something XABLE. Sable, table, fable. Yes. All right, final hurdle. Ooh, that's not a lot to work with. We know there's an S, an R, and an E, but that's it. And we only know there's one of each. How are we supposed to get this? It could be a number of things. Like, no, there's no R. There's no R. Nope. this fits, right? Rides, R-I-D-E-S, R-I-D-E-S, yeah. Usually it's not plural, but let's see if it gives us any information. Okay. Oh, you know what? That was a bad choice because we already knew it didn't start with R. Sire, sires. Phew, that fits. I feel like I might have to go with it. No, yes, it does. It does fit. No, it doesn't. It doesn't fit because we know the S isn't at the start or the end. Okay. Um, miser. That's a better guess. Let's check all conditions. M-I-S-E-R. It has the S, it has the E, it has the R. It has them in the right places. I'm locking it in. Let's go. Oh, wiser. That was a really, really tough final hurdle. Ugh. It could have been either. There was no way for me to get that, except to have had a better second guess. That was just really a better fifth guess on that last one. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. We're 0 for 2 on streaming these, but at least that one was a lot better. Let's hope the audio is now much better, and I look forward to doing a lot more of these. Thanks so much. I've been Ziegler Jaguar. Have a good one.